years old. Plays in the French league for Souchez. That was a foul. The Haiti number 10, Jeff Louis, questioning the referee's call. Remy Marival. For Martinique. Patient. Jean-Baptiste. Long one downfield. McFleury. Big strong cross. Haiti's defenders efficient. Get rid of the ball. A little surprising, the Haitians giving up the 2-0 advantage against Antigua and Barbuda on Wednesday night, having looked to be in control in the first half. Credit to the Antiguans who came back with a very spirited performance, a quality team, Antigua and Barbuda, one of the best Antigua and Barbuda teams I've ever seen. So their quality and determination would, you know, have to have accounted for the way they fought back. But I think the Haitians would have been disappointed that they had a 2-0 lead and gave it up. I think there's a pattern of the Haitian team. They don't know when to defend. You know, they keep going forward. That's the style of play they want to play. That's the style of play they encourage. And I think sometimes you have to know when to lock up shop. You're leading 2-0 in a opening game in a cup competition. You need to lock up shot sorry, at a particular time. Martinique's goalkeeper, big, tall Stephen Elana. Very experienced, 34 years old, plays for Lille in the French league. Faubert looking to have a wide role so far in this match. On Wednesday night, he appeared to have a more central role. Just looking back at his game on Wednesday night, he was very central in a lot of their forward movements. Haiti. A little shocking that the Haitians have only won the Caribbean Cup once, and they were runners-up only once as well in 2001. So their track record in the tournament hasn't been that good. Maybe accounting for that, Angus, is sometimes their lack of organization and problems with funds and so on. Yeah, a lot of problems with their association over there, and you know, there's a lot of different turmoil that they have to go through, and something probably was to do with that, a team called Trinidad and Tobago, and maybe Jamaica sometimes. But you can see the front three for the Martinican team looks like the danger players, and Faubert and McFleury, they want to run from out to in and try to get in behind, because they're very quick players, very pacey players, and it looks like this is the pattern of play that they have settled into. Good quick passing from Martinique, but eventually an errant pass gives the... Wow, beautiful skill by Faubert. He wants the ball back, goes close to the play, offers himself for a pass. Very central to their attacks, Faubert, the most accomplished player in the Martinique lineup. And of course, because Martinique is a French department, these players don't have to be born in Martinique to play for Martinique. Faubert was born in France, but he is eligible to play for Martinique. I guess his parent lineage probably in some part, mom or dad or great-great-grandmother, yeah, would have been from the Caribbean. So no real incisive moves developing yet in the game for Faubert. Such a commanding player. It was a foul there, I thought. Referee allowing the play to go on. Martinique. Malsa. McFleury turns well. His shot is disappointing though.
And there you go, Lance. The two wing backs are pushing on. The defensive midfielder sits in and allows Faubert and McFerry to come in narrow. And they're trying to get in the spaces between the two wing backs and stoppers of the opposition team. And McFerry was very exciting player. You know, the two flankers, Faubert and McFerry, those are the players to watch. The other players are very basic players, just trying to keep the game ticking on. But these are the players you look for the threat from Martinique. The big 18 up front, he seems to want to hold it up to then bring those players into the game also.
So far, both teams have advertised solid defense. So neither team has been able to look overly threatening. Temperature cooling down significantly this evening here in Montego Bay. Haitians on the advance. Excellent tackling. It's been a midfield battle so far after going 11 minutes now into the game. Jean-Baptiste. Malsa, who keeps the ball away. And the Haitians are on the advance. Threatening move here from Haiti. The cross is a little overhit.
A good play from Haiti. You know, they're allowing the Martinicans to come on to them, and they're trying to play on the break, mainly down the right-hand side so far in this first half with the number 17 player who seems to have a lot of pace, and with those orange boots, you can't miss him at all.
Faubert has such exquisite passing skills. The sign of a good player. One of the things I noticed with him on Wednesday night in their draw against the Jamaicans, even when he was under immense pressure, he was still able to get off good, accurate, solid passes. He may be off balance, he may be moving in an opposite direction or something, but he still almost always gets these good, accurate passes going.
You can't play for Real Madrid and not have that type of touches. Real Madrid to scout a player. You know, you have to be a fantastic player. So he must have a lot of good qualities for a club like Real Madrid to come in for him, because we see the caliber player that Real Madrid normally goes for.
Yes, I know you're a Real Madrid fan, Angus, but I can't say I disagree with you. Darting move for McFleury. But the Martinique side unable to pierce the Haitian defense and are turning the ball all the way back to start all over again. Two teams that have played solid, and Faubert with the ball. Jean-Baptiste, good cross, just a bit overhit. I think Arquin, the number 18, got himself tangled up a bit there with the...
Faubert is very deceptive in his movements, you know, in the park. It seems like he has a free role that he can roam, and he doesn't have much defensive responsibilities except to plug at the right side wing back and keep him occupied when they doesn't have the ball. But I think Haiti wants to play a bit faster when they reach in there. In the opposition half, in their half, they try to keep possession. They try to keep the ball flowing as much as possible, as they're doing right now. And once they get in the opposition half, you see the pace of them quick now. But McFleury has played quick and he steals the ball.
Wow, wins it well. His pass is a bad one, though. And the Haitians are given time to recover. A bit sloppy in defense, Haiti, just then. The first instance that we've seen, that was a foul committed by the Haitian number 14, Durkins Nazon.
Any one of the two players can be called for a foul. I thought the defender pulled first, and the other, the attacker from Haiti, he pulled him after. He probably got a bit more shirt than the other guy. Probably the guys don't understand that you change shirts after the game and not right now.
So approaching 15 minutes, no goals yet in this match. Coming up in the main event, Antigua and Barbuda against Jamaica. This is the group of death, Group B in the CFU Caribbean Cup Football Finals for 2014. Martinique, the 1993 champions. They're up against Haiti, the 2007 champions. Thuria plays the ball back. There goes Saki. Under a lot of pressure. Linesman's flag.
Saki seems to be the main threat for the Haitians. They definitely tend to want to go down that right-hand side and feed him. He's got a bit of pace, but I'd be careful that they get too one-dimensional, and Martinique seems to understand what they're doing and start to double up on him. Yeah. You can see the crowd, very scarce crowd right now, but I think it's going to build up in the next hour or so, Lance, when closer to the Jamaican game.
Yes. And a quick word there on Saki, as you mentioned, Angus. I don't think when he makes those forward moves, there are enough of the attacking players there for Haiti. There's a chance for the Haitians, but good work there by Ilana in goal for Martinique.
And Ilana showing all of his experience, just timing the ball just right, because the Haitian forward got through. He got past the last defender, and Ilana showing all his experience, all his time playing in France, and coming off his line just in the nick of time.
There was a handball there. Not sure which one of the infringements the referee spotted. Anyhow, it's a free kick that will be awarded to Haiti. It's a tight game so far. Not the kind of classy showdown you expect when you see Haiti playing Martinique. But I think there is so much at stake in this match that the two teams are tense and want to ensure that they don't make any costly errors. And Saki is upset, I think, that the referee took so long to call a foul against him.
Yeah, he has been getting a lot of niggly fouls against him because they realize. But when he keep getting this pounding, you know, how much we'll have to go in the second half of the game.
Yeah, I think both players handled the ball there. It fell on both of their hands. But, oh, beautiful skill. Delightful ball forward. Wow, sloppy work there by Martinique. This is a poor shot coming from Saki. A little over-anxious there with the effort, and admonishes himself because he knows he should have done better.
I think he was on his weaker side. He came in, sloppy defending as you're watching the replay here, and set ball for Saki. I think he had a bit more time than he actually thought, but there's a lot of nerves out there. There's a lot at stake. The Gold Cup is at stake, qualification spot in the South American Cup. So there's a lot of nerves out there with the guys, and it doesn't matter who you are, where you play. When put in pressure situations, this does come to fore.
Good, quick tackling there in defense for Martinique. They won themselves a throw as well. Rabi's ball forward towards Faubert. Faubert fights hard, wins a free kick, 40 yards out. Very difficult to get Faubert off the ball. Very thick, strong legs, thighs and calf muscles. His whole body is just this robust player. He too is disappointed that the ref took so long to. But he speaks English, so I'm pretty certain the Guyanese referee, Sherwin Moore, understood him. Not sure how much English Saki speaks, so not sure how much Saki communicated to the ref just now. Faubert, the number 22, 31 years old, plays for Bordeaux in France, experienced international. Gets ready to strike this free kick on 20 minutes. Martinique players on the box. The ball just squeezes past the left upright. Wow, anxious moments there for the Haitians as we approach 20 minutes.
Excellent free kick from Faubert. Just put it in the right position. And unfortunately, the attacking player was stretching that just a little bit. There he goes. And probably if he had gone with his head, he probably would have got, he got his feet quite up there and he wasn't balanced. And maybe if he went with his head, I'd hate to see players do that, because if he went with his head, it would have been a high percentage chance of him more scoring that chance than getting his legs way up over his head.
Yeah, that was the number 15, Chris Lombard. Too sure why he opted there for the kick instead of the header. The 25-year-old plays for Stade Reims in France. One of the many players in this Martinique side playing their football in France, as well as the Haitians. So a couple of these opposing players here may know quite a lot about their opposition. Goal, lots of players in attack here for Haiti. Oh, the ball given away. That was
I think the one time they should have used Saki, he was free out there on the right, and one more pass, and he would have been in for a proper right-footed shot.
They had players in numbers there. There were 5 Haitian players there charging forward in attack. And based on that, I would think they should have gotten more out of that play. Here they are, building again. Comes across here to Goro. Malsa. Ravi. Slow, methodical build-up from Martinique. Malsa again, the 19-year-old. Youngest player on the pitch. Foul, free kick to Martinique.
A definite free kick, and he's lucky to escape without a yellow card, because McFerry seems to be building up ahead of steam there, and it looks like he's been clipped from behind, and usually referees normally found on that. But there we go, giving Faubert a second opportunity, and that's almost the exact position as before. So would he change it? Would he go for the same set play, and would the defender this time go with his feet under his head?
So Faubert prepares to hit right-footed, right towards the far post. Too close to the goalkeeper this time. And Placide makes no mistake in goal for Haiti.
That was a very good take by Placide. He saw it, he had the big defender bearing down on him, and he came out very decisively and controlled his 6-yard box.
Touria for Haiti. Dreadlocks number 15 in midfield.
And when Touria gets the ball, he looks to go behind most times. When he gets the ball and he has a bit of time and space on it, he looks to go in behind. He's very influential. You see him pointing and conducting the play there in midfield. And he floats around. He just never comes over the center circle. There he goes. He just floats in that area there.
Directing traffic.
Yeah, he's always there.
I guess he's just one of those players who wants to ensure they keep possession. There he is, always offering himself for a pass in the center of the park. Skillful and a safe kind of player.
Seems to rarely give away a pass.
Overhit.
Yeah, and again, it's very predictable what they're trying to do now, and is from any angle they're trying to hit Sharky and use his pace in behind. But they need to play a bit more to lure the team out, and then they can play that killer ball for Saki going forward.
Header back by Reginald Garo. So both teams exercising a patient, kind of methodical build-up. The pace of the game not too fast. There were a few comments earlier this week about the playing surface, Angus, that the grass is very heavy out there. It's a very thick layer of grass, so the ball doesn't speed across the turf.
You can see that, and the ball, it seems a bit undulated. The pitch also, it seems to be having a lot of bubbles when they hit those passes on the ground. Interestingly enough, Martinique is warming up a player. I don't know if one of their players have a slight injury, but there's a substitute warming up, and we're only in the 24th minute.
Yeah. Usually a substitute being introduced at this point in the game. High possibility of an injury, or maybe you have a coach like Jose Mourinho who gets upset with his players not doing what he wants a little bit more easily than others.
The happy one is not that impetuous anymore. I think he's mellowed out a bit. But he's going through, you can see the players going through the whole routine there with the physio or the trainer, what have you. So it must be the worry about an injury this early in the match. Nothing seems to be going wrong tactically out there, so it must be a sort of an injury.
And if the teams get through to the third place playoff and the final, they would have played 4 matches in the space of 8 days. So it's a pretty tough tournament, this. And because the tournament doesn't offer a semi-final playoff for a team that comes second in the group, means that the action here is going to be intense, and you have to win your group to get to the final. So there's a very tough tournament, this. Tourier appears to commit a foul there, but referee allows the play to go on.
And most of these players, as we said, Lance, playing in the French league, some even in the Spanish league, and those leagues are very taxing on the body. You know, the games are very difficult. Every game is a high intensity game, so these players will be playing at a very high level, week in, week out. So, you know, managers dread this time of the year when they have these tournaments. You know, a lot of players go back to their coaches injured. I see our friend Mourinho trying to manage Diego Costa as much as possible.
Yeah. So Haiti appears, I would give them the edge as far as possession is concerned. I think they've had more of the possession of the ball in this game so far, but they haven't been able to make it count, because you see the score there. No goals yet on 26.5 minutes.
In saying that, Martinique, I thought a bit more penetrative in what they're trying to do. When they do reach in the half, they go to Fulbert and McFleury, and they go a little bit more direct. On the other hand, Haiti just has Saki, who they try to get in ever so often. But for them, it's more of a methodical build-up type play.
There's their experienced captain, Jean-Jacques Pierre, the number 5. There's Tourier. His pass to Jeff Louis, a little bit overhit. Good sliding challenge there from Glombard for Martinique. He is kicked over this time. Referee will have some stern words there.
I think definitely a bit of afters. I think
yes.
The Haitian player was the 10 was.
He was complaining a couple of minutes earlier.
I thought that he thought that he should have had a foul and wasn't given, and very impetuously went back and, well, he clattered into the guy with no good reason for it, football-wise anyway.
A bit of the aggression there, and it's the intent. Sometimes the referees make these decisions based on the intent of the player,
and you know, it will hurt his team now if he comes in the next game and he gets because there's a soft yellow card, and he comes and gets another one in another game, or he gets another one in this game for actually having to do something that deserves a card. Then his team will be down to 10 men with you know, I mean, he's a professional player, he shouldn't go there.
An innocuous header there, and Haiti trying to get a brisk attack going. Jeff Louis sends the play through. Millions. Louis with a fine shot, left-footed, driven hard, just wide of the target, but that had some venom on it.
And that's where I want to see Louis do it, not getting and smashing into people for no good reason. Louis is a very important player for the Haitian team, and that is the end that you want to see him and expressing himself. There he goes. He takes a touch with his right. He wants the ball on his left foot. He's stronger on that side. He pulls it back and has a crack. Unfortunately, they need the target.
No, really strong effort, though. Pascal Million, number 11 for Haiti there. Had a solid game on Wednesday night. Haiti on the counter-attack. Bit of a hasty pass there, should have been more composed with that play.
It's Lewis again. Seems to be getting in the games. It seems to be a slight drizzle just about now, Lance.
Yeah, it's been overcast throughout a lot of the late afternoon. There had been a bit of a drizzle about an hour before the match started. Very light drizzle though. Good promising move here by McFlurry. Arquin, edge of the box, forced away. Oh, they've won a free kick. 23 yards out.
And I think this one is now in Fulbert range to actually go at goal. I don't see anybody else getting that ball except him. He's going to come in here. He's going to take that ball. Yeah, definitely. Definitely a foul. I think good hold-up play. And a little bit of impetuous defending there. Didn't need to foul him. He wasn't going anywhere. He was only going backward.
Yeah, Arquin protected the ball well. Protected the ball very, very well. It's a good skill to have as a forward because defenders will be hounding you all the time for the ball. So you have to be able to, even if you can't do something positive offensively with the ball or score a goal, the key is not to give it away.
You can see that that's what he's in the squad for. He's not going to blow past anybody. He doesn't have the pace. But what he does is he can screen the ball well, and he holds it up to bring the other players, especially when you're playing a one-striker format as they're playing. And there you see a man Forbear lining up himself. The Real Madrid outstanding player.
Marival is also standing close to the ball. Fairbear with a shot. Wow! Saved by goalkeeper Johnny Placide. That one squeezed through the wall.
He caught me. I thought he was going to go over the wall, up and down, and he went under. I guess he read that the wall was going to jump, and here he goes again. He saw what they were doing, and he was on target, and it's a good save. It probably might have been going wide, but the keeper wasn't to know that he had to get down very sharply to his right and make the save.
A really high quality player. A late challenge.
The game is getting a bit chippy now, Lance. We're in the 31st minute, as I said before. You know, this first half, it looks a bit innocuous. You think it looked like he dived from where we are?
It was a late challenge, and he caught him. I think he may have put a little bit more on it with a fall, but I think he caught him, though.
Is it 9.9 on the dive?
Daniel Hirel wins a free kick for Martinique. So
seems to be all right, Lance. He's walking away. No worse for wear.
The rain a bit steadier now. Arquin offside.
One thing I've seen of Fulbert, I've seen him play already, and I haven't seen that threat in the air. I saw him take a ball on his chest a little bit earlier off the ground, and now he's winning a header to get his player in behind. I've never seen that element of his game. So he's a very all-round player if he can also win the ball in the air also.
So rain steady now at the Montego Bay Sports Complex at Catherine Hall. An appeal there from Saki, but no sympathy coming from referee Sherwin Moore from Guyana. And Saki is still writhing, apparently in some discomfort, although it could be more mental discomfort than physical discomfort because he is so upset.
I think the referee needs to keep a hold of the match. He's allowing a little niggly things to pass through, and once it keeps going like that, then the other team will feel a bit slighted because you can see the Haitians just arguing about the yellow card just given, the foul just given before, and the yellow card previously to that, and they thought that Shaki was nicked also, and same treatment should have been handed to the Martinican player.
Well, the rain has become a lot heavier now, and the players may have a little bit more difficulty. They're too rear. Still Tourier. Oh, protects the ball very well. Foul. Not sure how deliberate that one was. Looked to have just gotten his boot entangled there. Free kick to Haiti. Well, there's been no real clear-cut opportunity by any team so far in this match. Just over 11 minutes to under 11 minutes to the half-time break.
I think the best chances would have come through Fulbert's 2 free kicks in the game, and it wasn't. You can't say they were very good chances. They were half chances at best. Very cagey game, and I think second half we'll see a bit more of the teams, because the coaches, they must come out. They must. They can't keep playing for a draw. They must come out and play.
Yeah. The opening games Wednesday night in this group both ended in draws. Haiti and Antigua playing to a draw. Martinique and Jamaica playing to a draw. So it's all level in this group going into the second set of matches. All 4 teams on a single point, although Haiti and Antigua drew 2-2. So by way of number of goals scored, they would just have a slight mathematical advantage there. Tourier. Oh, that was a case there of the heavy pitch slowing the Tourier pass up. He may have had a little bit more pace on it to get to his opponent, but the ball just held up there. It's a brilliant move here by Forbear, almost sneaking in between the defenders and goalkeeper.
And there you saw Aliquin's strength again, dropping in midfield, turning, and trying to feed going forward the more pacier players in Forbear and McFerry. There's a good left foot ball. A great ball, actually,
yeah.
But well defended. All the experience of the Haitian captain to cut off that ball for Forbear.
Pierre Jean-Jacques, 33 years old, has 60 caps for Haiti. Less than half the, or just almost half the number of caps Angus Eve has had for Trinidad and Tobago. But Angus has long retired, so there is no chance of him increasing those numbers. Jeff Louis there forcing his way through, looking for a call from the referee.
Difficult to play in these sort of conditions now, Lance. The pitch was already heavy, heavily grassed, and now with the rain on it, you'll see the ball holding up a little bit more. So the players now have to readjust themselves. Probably they would not have on the right foot, the rain type of footwear when the game had started, because the weather wasn't, the condition wasn't like this. But the players still playing, and they will adjust it as the half goes along.
So, to a large extent, a disappointing first half so far, because there are many quality players on the field, but they haven't really been able to make it show for the spectators. I think part of the issue here too is the great deal of respect that the teams have for each other.
Also, Lance, you see that Fulbert, as you said, would manage the match playing in a more central role. He's an attacking player. And the mere fact that the coach put him out there on the flanks is because he brought in another defensive-minded player in midfield to cancel out what the Haitian team can do.
Martinique building from the back once again, as the rain is now steady at the Montego Bay Sports Complex. Forbear, his pass through is having just a little bit too much weight on it.
I think he thought he was passing to himself. He would have gotten that ball, but not the wing back. But it's a brilliant outside foot pass inside the outside left. Unfortunately, just had a little bit too much juice on it.
Yeah, very, very creative player, Forbear. Creative and skillful, and the type of player that will confuse his opponents, because his choices in play sometimes are a little unexpected. But he does have great quality, the number 22 for Martinique. Offside flag up. Also, in these conditions, though, I also have some sympathy for goalkeepers, because their job becomes especially different with everything being so slippery. The field slippery, the ball slippery. Tough time for them. You may see some forwards now beginning to fire some shots from
With modern
shooting
technology
range.
now, there are rain gloves.
Yeah.
Gloves that are adapted to the rain, that the ball actually, stays in the hand a little bit better. And
Faubert. Oh, his effort is blocked there, but the danger still with them as Jean-Baptiste hits this one forward. The ball has gone behind for a corner, I think. You see the rain very, very steady now. So
player is still down after Faubert hit the shot. Was very brave to get in the way of a Faubert shot. As I said, massive thighs on him, so he could pack a punch there. He probably might need some treatment. Yeah, here comes the physios with the magic spray, I imagine. And he's going to go out. Probably a bit winded,
yeah,
if anything, and the rain comes on just a little bit more
yeah.
as we speak.
Just before kickoff, Angus, I did mention about those very dark clouds hovering over the hills just in the distance, and those clouds have come this way now, and they've got a lot of rain in them. Wow. That's the Haiti number 16, Julien Aveshka.
These will be dangerous, Lance. With the wet ball coming in, the raindrops will be falling in the goalkeeper's eye. He has to look up to try to get them. It's going to be very difficult, and Faubert puts in a very good ball. He's going to whip this ball in, and his big defenders coming up from the back, they're going to crash in there, and it's going to make it very difficult for the goalkeeper to come. And look, there's the 15. He's harrying and harassing around the goalkeeper already.
Faubert with a corner kick moments before the halftime break to the near post. Wow! A deflection onto the post. Almost an own goal. The ball still alive. The goalkeeper tumbles over. Maybe following a collision with one of his own teammates.
And exactly as we said, Lance, Faubert whipping that ball in, and the defender is one of the defenders should be side-footing there. Here he goes. And he hits the ball on the outside.
Wow.
Oh, my God. And there's the service of Faubert caused chaos inside the box, and then the keeper damaged one of his own players. And you can see both of them limping, another player warming up. And, I mean, one service corner from Faubert.
Yeah. Dukins. Nazon, the number 14, almost had that own goal. Well, since the start of the tournament Tuesday, we are unaccustomed to seeing goalless matches, Angus, and right now 0-0, 3 minutes or so before the halftime break. Not a sight that the fans have been accustomed to this week in the Caribbean Cup football finals. We've had 24 goals in 3 nights of football. 7 goals opening night, 6 goals the second night, and 11 goals last night. Martinique. The ball won there by Shaki, coming back to do some defensive work. Touria.
Always calm, always collective on the ball, Touria.
Goro. His play is cut off, and Martinique having a promising build-up here. Arquin gets to the ball. The flag stays down. Arquin puts himself in a position to get the cross inside, but good, quick thinking by the Haitian defense, snatching the pass. Jeff Louis.
And there he goes, Louis again. Seems to have a tempo on him.
Yeah. Haiti on the advance. Ball slipping across. A chance here for the Haitians to score. Brilliant save by Ilana in the Martinique goal.
All coming from a Shaki run again. Shaki getting down that byline, getting past his guy. And here he goes, Shaki down the byline, and it's a free guy. Oh, well saved.
Very well saved. He read it well because there was one unmarked Haiti player in right on the penalty spot. And if that ball had gotten to him, it would be hard for him to miss. Haiti putting some pressure on late here in this first half. Martinique having some defensive issues now. But here they are with a promising looking counter-attack. This is a foul committed by Pascal Million, the number 11 for Haiti. Free kick near the half line for Martinique, floated down.
Bit of casual defending there by the Haitian because McFleury was looking in around, and he just seems very nonchalantly to just guide the ball away from him.
Martinique's number 5, Jean-Sylvain Babin, gets rid of the ball expertly. Pascal Million fouled. The number 11 for Haiti, the 28-year-old who had a good game on Wednesday night in their 2-2 draw with Antigua.
He's having a good game tonight. Just a little bit quiet. You see him in spurts. Him, Chiore, and Saki. A lot of good players on show for Haiti here tonight.
Jeff Louis standing close to the ball. Pascal Million with him. Let's see what will happen here. One minute added on for stoppages. Haiti charging forward. A tumble and a whistle from the referee. A free kick to Haiti. Just moments before the halftime break.
I think most definitely, Lance, this will be the last bit of action before the halftime whistle blows. There's a good opportunity for Haiti. I don't know if the referee, the white foam that he's spraying, if it will stay in this sort of weather. I don't know if it's rain-proof, those foam that they sprayed on the pitch.
Shaki, anxious to get this kick going. Could the Haitians take the lead here on the stroke of halftime? Brilliant shot, brilliant save as well. Shaki was determined, he went for goal. The halftime whistle goes, and the halftime comes with Haiti on a high. That was a fierce right-footed shot driven by Emmanuel Shaki.
There he goes.
Wow, there was a deflection as well.
A bit of deflection, and the ball sped up. And that's a fine save. All the experience of the keeper to get across there and make a fine stop.
So half that has seen no goals, and the players leaving in pouring rain to get some halftime instructions from their respective coaches. Marion Louis for Martinique and Marc Collat from Haiti. First half that didn't have a lot of goalmouth action, but the battle was intense. Haiti kicking off in their red and blue, and Martinique going forward quickly. The first shot on goal easily handled there by Johnny Placide in the Haiti goal. Shot on goal there by Mafleury for Haiti. Over the top that one was. A lot of the forward plays by both teams disintegrated. Fine save there by Ilana, the Martinique goalkeeper. Julien Faubert, threatening player all the time. 2 free kicks there that almost got the Martinique team ahead. But good goalkeeping here from Johnny Placide in the Haiti goal, denying the former West Ham and Real Madrid star. Now with Bordeaux, there's a corner kick that almost ends in an own goal with Dukans Nasson trying to make the clearance and almost deflected into his own goal. Here's Shaki with a ball cross and fine save by Ilana. That's how the half ended. A fierce free kick punched away by Ilana in the Martinique goal, and Haiti probably ending the half here on a high with maybe the closer shaves on goal, apart from those efforts that we saw Julien Faubert.
I think most definitely, Lance, I thought the game was even. Both teams had a lot of half chances, mainly from the dead ball situation. The better chances came in this game for both teams. But you can see Trésor, Saki, and these guys, Louise, on the Haitian team, these are the threatening guys. And then on the other side, you see McFleury and Faubert. These guys are the guys.
Okay, well, let's go to Rochelle Johnson now and Julien Faubert.
It's been a tough first half for you guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a tough game because the both teams stay on their position and we don't have so much space to play. So, yeah, it's a tough game, but I think we should keep the ball better and have more quality with the pass. But we have both. We touched the bar, the both teams. So I think everything is possible for both teams.
Where do you think you guys, if at all, came up short in the first half?
Sorry?
Where do you think you guys came up short, if at all, in the first half? What would you like to change going forward?
I think we have to play. That's what I said. We have to play better with the ball. I think we have more opportunity to counter-attack. So if we keep the ball better and we play better, we should have chances to score.
Current conditions, you think it's going to make it more difficult for you guys out there? Or how do you think that's going to affect you?
Yeah, it's football. You know, I played 6 years in England, so
Yeah.
I used to play under the rain. So it's going to be okay. I think it's better because we can play faster and the pitch is going to be more. We're able to play more quicker with the rain.
Quickly, just your thoughts on the opposition.
Sorry?
Your thoughts on the opposition, on Haiti. Your thoughts on their team, your opponent.
Yes, you know, I try my best. I try to help the team, and I think I should have scored today. So I hope I'm gonna score today.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Cheers.
Okay.
There and very, very studious in his words and assessing how the game has gone so far, expressing confidence, Angus, at the same time, that he feels that the second half could be critical and that they have the quality to win if the game speeds up with a rainy condition.
I thought he looked like he was analyzing the game from up here, Lance. He said exactly what we said. A very cagey game, two teams cancelling out themselves. Not one of the teams wanting to take that risk that they would give away the game that early. But as he rightly said, in the second half, I think the game would open up a bit more. The greasy service will help him and his team playing a bit faster, as he said.
Okay, so at halftime in this first match of the evening in Group B, Caribbean Cup Football Finals, on Digicel Sports Max 2, it's 0-0 between Haiti and Martinique. We'll be back with the second half commentary in a while. Jared Park. Jared Park. Yeah. Yeah, man.
I would have been 92 or 3 or something like that.
93 maybe.
3.
Yeah. That's when Martinique won. Jamaica and Martinique reached the final. Unless it's a different year. Hmm?
I played and we won.
And you won the title in Jamaica.
I think we went to Cayman Islands for the second part.
Oh.
Started over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only like 95.
Jamaica in the office.
That's only like 95.
95.
That's when Simoes just came to Jamaica. Simoes just came to Jamaica then. Yeah.
Com.
Okay. Yes. So we're back for the second half of this Group B fixture. Martinique against Haiti in the 2014 Caribbean Cup football finals. It's 0-0 at the moment. So far, the group of death, Group B, has proven to be very, very stiff. Both matches in the opening set of games drawn on Wednesday night. And so far, at the end of 45 minutes of this match, no goals yet either. Martinique in the white, Haiti in red and blue. Here is a kickoff. Martinique starting things off quickly. And you heard Julian Faubert, their captain, say just at the halftime in a quick interview with him that he expects things to quicken up a bit here in the second half as both teams go for a victory. Haiti in control. Jeff Louis. His pass is cut off. Well. Haiti. Snappy passing on the edge of the box there, but Martinique's defenders get the ball away eventually. Jean-Jacques Pierre, their experienced captain, the Haitian, number 5. Faubert. Quick pass downfield. No one there.
I can see Faubert disappointed in his player because he just showed a array of his skill, nicking the ball over one player, calming down the player, and I wonder if Lance he was man of the match from center midfield, should he be back in there directing the play for his team and try to be on the ball a little bit more so he can be the creator? Yeah. Clearly, the other guys are more defensive minded and they don't have that creative spark.
Yeah. He was more roaming on Wednesday night than he has been so far in this match here. Here's Jeff Louis for Haiti. Acres of room opening up for the Haitian number 10. And here's a shot that is disappointing, but wet conditions and all. And Elana has some difficulty in taking full control of the ball, but he does eventually.
And Elana was the man, for me, man of the match in the first half. There we go, Louis. He's looking to stamp his authority a bit more in the game. The first two balls that he got, he was very direct. He tried to make something happen for his team. Hence the reason why that yellow card was very foolish, because he seems to be an important player for the team.
So the rain still with us here at the Montego Bay Sports Complex. Came down very heavily towards the end of the first half. Subsided a bit in the halftime break to a bit of a drizzle, but it has intensified a bit now, 3 minutes into the second half, as the Haitian bench there looking on.
In the 3 minutes that has gone elapsed in this half, you haven't seen Thierry on the ball, and he needs to be on the ball for the Haitians to start to create something for themselves.
Here's Haiti apparently getting ready to make a change maybe. Here's the forward there losing his footing as he was about to turn to probably try to get a shot off, but their case of the slippery conditions there probably hurting his chances to effect that turn. Steady rain here at the Mobe Complex. Daniel Hirel, number 4, Faubert, still Faubert. Faubert sets this play up nicely. Here's Martinique. Oh, that's a foul just outside the 18-yard area. And Sherwin Moore, the Guyanese referee.
And there's Faubert. He was more in midfield. He was over there on the right, inside left. He started to move about, and then he started to create more. So the game is going to open up a bit more in this half, and the free kick is in a very dangerous position. I thought that the defender was a good professional foul, and a well-deserved yellow card for his team, because it probably would have been a goal-scoring opportunity.
And we're protesting Haitian player there waving his arms just now. I think inadvertently knocked the card out of the referee's hand.
It's that man again, Luis. He's living on the edge, Luis. He seems to be a very volatile type of personality. And he needs to calm down himself and concentrate on the football. There is Faubert standing over very menacingly looking for this free kick.
And there are about 6 white shirts for Martinique hovering around there in the box. Faubert with the effort into the wall. Tries to force the ball back in. Jeff Louis does well. Beautiful skill from the Burley. What an offside. That's a stupid play.
And again, Louis breaking out there. Faubert had 2 bites at the cherry. Faubert tried to foul him. He's such a powerful man. He got past Faubert, broke out in midfield, and it was a 2-on-1 situation. And it's so stupid for a professional player looking along the line not to hold his run, because the intent of the attacker, Louis, was always to go and give him it so that he could break in and probably have a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, but Jeff Louis shouldn't have given him the ball. He was so clearly offside. Could have probably held it a bit, but the forward should have held his run, as you said, Angus. So Haiti wasting a good opportunity here, but the conditions very slippery now and beginning to pose problems for the players. You can see it with the players losing their footing ever so often. Haiti trying to get the ball out of their danger zone. Foul. I think that's the number 8, Reginald Garreau. Tripped as he tried to go forward.
And Sharky has now moved to the left-hand side in the second half, probably thinking to himself, he didn't have much joy over there on the left-hand, on the right-hand side against the left wing-back, and now he's going to try against the right wing-back.
Well, over-exuberant there with a challenge from Sharky, and just kicks over the Martinique opponent. And here's Sharky once again. Martinique's defenders get the ball away. Touria turns well. Good build-up here by the Haitians into the box. Good challenge there from the defender, just preventing the advance. Martinique on the counter-attack. Faubert unable to get to the ball in time.
But Martinique has made a better start. They've opened up a bit. And Luis really showing his quality in this opening 9 minutes in this half. He's getting the ball, he's creating for his player. Chera is on the ball. He's moving it. I mean, all the moving parts are now flowing. That machine, that well-oiled machine of the Haitian team.
Good first touch. Now the shot. Goal! Haiti taking the lead. 1-0. Vildi Guerrilla. Beautiful long pass. The first touch was brilliant. And it's a classy Haiti goal on 52 minutes.
But it was coming, Lance. You could see that the Haitian team, they really stepped up the intensity. They attacking-wise, they were moving the ball briskly. They were passing it around. Good patience in midfield. A good ball out to the right-hand side. And that run that we were talking about that the Martinicans were making first half, that outside to inside run was a tremendous run. Good first touch. Here it is. That good first touch, and he's a right-footed player, so he's coming in on the stronger side, and a very composed finish.
Vildi Guerrilla
Ball game.
Took the ball down beautifully from that long pass and powered the right-footed shot home, and Martinique now have the catching-up job to do. This really is a tough group. These are two quality teams, Haiti and Martinique, and to come Jamaica and Antigua. Haiti on the advance. This is Sharky marginally offside.
And again, not holding their runs. You know, you can see it. Treasure arguing for holding on his shirt, but Sharky is a pacey player. He doesn't need to go too early. He can go late.
Here's this long ball played down, and look at Guerrilla, how he takes the ball with the right foot. That was beautiful. That was an intelligent execution. Beautiful first touch. Any lesser first touch, that goal wouldn't have happened.
High quality football, high quality tournament. Who says the Caribbean don't have Champions League?
Faubert takes the return play. Now there's a lot on his shoulders, Faubert. He is the playmaker and the main engine in the Martinique team. Gombard, hounded by two Haitian defenders. Wow. Malsa gives the ball away. Don't think his tender years of 19 will excuse him from the wrath of the coach with that play.
Or his captain, you can see Faubert very frustrated with him.
Yeah.
The worst thing Faubert can do now is start to get down on his players. He needs to be the motivator. He needs to push them hard.
Squeezing a pass through there. And Haiti's goalkeeper, Johnny Placide, taking his own sweet time. Martinique's number 9, Jeff Malfleury, putting pressure on there to ensure that he speeds the game up.
Yeah, Placide just taking the pace off for the game a bit, you know, slowing it down. They're leading now, and you'll see they taking throw-ins a bit slower, corners and free kicks. They'll take time on it.
Delightful ball through. No shot. Good, strong defensive work there from Sylvain Baba. Forces the Haitians on the back foot. Floated ball in, the defender not getting a proper header away. Haiti searching for some holes now in the Martinique defense. Will they find any? Thuria. Herel. Ravi to Sharky. Sharky tries to turn his man. Good quick challenge there from Nazan, from Jean-Baptiste. Malfleury gives the ball away.
The game has really opened up, Lance. The both teams are playing more open football. You can see Faubert has abandoned that right side. He's now floating in and out midfield. You see Treasure in midfield you see Sharky, and surprisingly they're making a change now because the team has been really flowing since they came back on the Haitian team. This must be sort of an injury to the player why they're changing him.
So Haiti's number 9, Belfort, comes on. He scored one of those goals on Wednesday night in their 2-2 draw against the Antiguans.
And not a bad player to bring off the bench. He's a quick player, and he has a good eye for goal. Belfort, he does.
So Curvins Belfort on for Dukans Nazar. And the Haitians making the first change that we've seen in the match. Oh, here's the goal scorer once again, setting himself up for opportunity. The flag's gone up, so the goal doesn't count.
I think the substitute Belfort was in an offside position. He played 1-2. Maybe if he left the ball alone, his player would have run through and had it. And I think Luis is telling him there just now, he should have left it alone. There it is. Boss, he didn't need to touch it. And the goal scorer would have a second opportunity of scoring a second goal.
Martinique looking desperately for the equalizer. Pierre Jean-Jacques, the Haiti captain, central defender, composed at the back. Haiti with the upper hand now to Rian. Shaggy to Million. Million's pass through to Belfort. Belfort does well to win the ball. Good work there by the 22-year-old. Belfort go twisting and turning. Wins a corner.
And exactly the reason why they bring him in. Now they want to go a little bit longer. Now they want to go a bit in behind and stretch the Martinican teams, who must come forward and look for that that opportunity to score. And they would leave a lot more holes at the back. And Belfort, good man to bring on. He's good in the air. He can hold the ball up. There he shows his tricks and drills. He turns him on once. He turns him twice. He turns him again. And he tries to get across and win a corner for his team.
Free kick to the corner kick to the Haitians. That's Shaki with a cross to the near post. Waiting another corner, so the Haitians are on a high now. Looking to have hurt himself a bit there, Jeff Louis. Very powerfully built attacking player for Haiti.
He's very similar in build to Faubert for Martinique.
Very strong. Shaki with a corner kick. Again, the header over the top. Pascal Million was that? No, that's Jeff Louis.
Looks like Louis.
To the near post, yes.
Or Belfort. One of the dreadlocks players, the players who are the plats in them. And,
it was Louis, Jeff Louis.
It looked like Louis for me from here.
So Haiti having the upper hand here in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Martinique trying not to lose their shape. It's not good when you go a goal down and then you begin to panic and depart from your game plan. Ball just barely squeezing out here from Shaki, who is enjoying some time here on the left. So he's been darting all over the place, Shaki. 1 minute he's on the right side of the Haiti attack, next minute the left side.
Since Belfort has come on, I think Shaki has moved more primarily over to the left. Here he is again on the left-hand side.
Oh, his pass is a short one this time. Tourier wins the ball for Haiti. His pass isn't a good one.
As a man normally do give away a pass.
Yeah, disappointing there from Tourier.
Belfort has a look of some sort of an Adebayor type figure. He has that sort of height and range, and you know, he has that kind of pace and skill also to go with it.
There's the 52nd minute goal that was beautifully taken by Vilde Correa.
There should be some sort of blame to the captain there, Lance, for Martinique. He should have been covering that ball and not having it get in behind. An experienced player of himself should have dropped off a yard and he'd have been heading that ball off.
Yeah. The Jamaicans had conceded a similar kind of goal against the Martinicans on Wednesday night when there was a similar long ball and two defenders converging on the ball. But the Martinique player got between them both and then scored. Substitution, number 9 comes out for Martinique, and 13 is on. So Jeff Mavluri is off. And the number 13, Harry Novillo, on for Martinique. So Martinique's coach, Marion Louis, recognizing that he has to make some changes now in personnel to get some results here. Shaki on the attack for Haiti, gets by his man well. Shaki cross inside, wow, goal! What a messy bit of goalkeeping from Steve Elana, and Belfort sticks the ball in from a horrid error by goalkeeper Elana. Yes, it's been raining and the ball is slippery, the grass is slippery, so that may have caused him problems there, but you wouldn't have expected that from Elana. A powerfully struck ball right across the box. Here it comes now with Chaki. Ball slips right through his legs. Right through his legs. At this level, that's a terrible error from the goalkeeper, and Belfort would not miss from there, even if he tried.
His manager would not like to see that, Lance. International goalkeeper of his caliber. We saw it with Oliver Kahn some years ago. It does happen in massive games, and this is the worst time for it to happen for Elana. But Belfort, as you saw, he came in the game, he's hustling about, he's hurrying about, and a typical goal, a number 9 goal, you could call it that, because he was in the right place at the right time. Really bad mistake from Elana, and he puts his team in a much deeper hole now. And Faubert is now taking up a forward position. It seems that they changed the formation to 4-4-2, and they're trying to go all out for another goal.
Wow, so the Haitians have taken a stranglehold here on this match. A game that they badly need to win to improve their chances of getting to the final. Martinique trying to recover the kick taken from the wrong spot.
I must say, Lance, that since the half had started, the Haitians looked the more adventurous team. They looked the more likelier team to score. They stepped up in their play, their passing and movement, players switching positions, and I think it's just reward for them getting the opportunities and the chances that they took.
Yeah, not sure what Coach Mark Collant had told them at the halftime break, but his words may have been inspiring. And the injection of Kervins Belfort has definitely made a difference for the Haitians. Here's Touria, whistle on the play, free kick to Martinique, top of the Haiti half, and Jeff Louis.
And there we go, Lance. Luis is a committed. If I was the coach, I'd take him off now, because he's committing a lot of niggly fouls. It seems like the referee hand was almost in the pocket, and he realized who it was.
Yes,
and
I
he
think
thought
so.
that he should give him a chance. I think you're leading 2-0. He's an important player. Probably get somebody else on and try to save him from himself.
Yeah, I think you're right, Angus, because he's very exuberant and he's already on a yellow card. And you are right. The body language of the referee just now suggested to me that he thought of going into his pocket. There's a player down, but the game continues. Beautiful play. Martinique equalizing.
Offside.
Linesman's flags up. Offside. And
but great skill there by Faubert to just nick that ball over 3 players.
Here is the play again.
Offside.
Offside. Just offside. The number 5, Jean-Sylvain Babar. He plays for Granada, plays in La Liga, 28-year-old, and he was just sneaking behind the defense just now.
Well, he was the player who made the mistake for the full opening goal for Haiti.
He should have been tighter on Guerrilla.
He should have been. He should have been winning a header as a defender, and probably that's why Granada wasn't doing that well in the La Liga also, finishing about 16th in the last campaign. But you could definitely see a different pattern of play from the Martinicans since they brought on the subs, and Faubert is now taking up a central role. They brought on the number 7 player. He's now on the right flank. They're trying to play 2 up front and try to be a little bit more positive and direct in their play. Sometimes the stoppers even going in and joining, as you just saw. And on the other hand, the Haitians who brought in Belfort with that type of pace and rangy play, and Oman Shaki seems to be getting a bit of treatment, who is a very direct player, very explosive player, very a dynamic player for them going down the right side, is creating a lot of good stuff for them.
Well, it was almost his goal, really, when the ball slipped through Ilana's, because it was his powerful shot that Ilana messed up on, and Belfort was just there to stick it in from the goal line.
You go tell Belfort is his goal, Lance. I dare you to convince him.
Martinique on the attack. Touré are putting some pressure on, and the Haitians get the ball away. There's your goal scorer, Vilde Guerrea. The substitute, Harry Novillo for Martinique. Takes the return pass. Good quick play here by Martinique. Good challenge there from Guerreau, the Haitian defender, putting the pressure on. And Pascal Million does well here, tidying up in defense and getting Belfort going. Belfort under some pressure. Oh, turns his man very well. Belfort tumbles over. I think he fell as opposed to being knocked over. Faubert trying to thread the ball through a cluster of Haitian defenders. Faubert with a shot, blocked for the second time in the match.
Very, very influential since he has gone to the middle of the park. You see, Faubert, a lot of tricks and skills and a lot of nice soft touches, and the other players are feeding off his composure and playing good balls. And this is the foul that just went a little bit earlier on the goal score. It looked like coming out of his own defense.
Free kick to Haiti. Pretty deep inside their own half. We've got just about 22 minutes left in the game, and the Haitians are in control here. 2-0 over Martinique. They were 2-0 up on Antigua and Barbuda on Wednesday night and surrendered the 2-goal advantage. They'll be very insistent in their play now and trying to make sure that doesn't happen again.
And you see the natural way of playing. They're still going forward. They're still getting the ball up to Belfort. Million is still joining him. You know, they only know how to play one way. They remind me of Arsenal. They only know how to play one way, and they don't ever defend.
Well, they are up 2, and they're midway the second half, and victory beckons for them tonight, as Martinique are beginning to struggle in the wet conditions here. Lombard, Ravi, Sylvain Baba, and again Johnny Placide, the Haiti goalkeeper, in no hurry to restart play.
Nothing really for him to do since the half had started back. Placide, a couple of balls just to kill a bit of time, but nothing real of real significance for him to contribute to the game.
So the rain has subsided. There's no rain now, but the field very, very wet from pretty steady rain before halftime, during halftime, and a little bit after halftime. Delightful ball played upfield by Jeff Louis. Guerrea trying to get close to it, but this time the Martinique defenders are efficient. Daniel Herrera trotting there and offering himself for a pass. The Martinique number 7, Matthias Courier, is now on. Haiti about to make another change when the opportunity presents itself. Cool defending here by Martinique. Jean-Baptiste with the throw. So Haiti taking out their goal scorer, the man who scored the first goal, Vilde Guerrea, and Jerome Meshach.
And Mishak is a defensive-minded player, so they have learned Lance from the first game. They don't want to give up that lead anymore, so they take off one of their most attacking players, a goal scorer, and put on a defensive-minded player who's going to sit there in midfield, that's in front of the back four, with Herrera.
Jerome Meshach, experienced 30-year-old, now on. Martinique also bringing on their number 10, Jose Goran. So Martinique making 3 changes now.
I think they have made all their, the coach has played all his cards. He has nothing left in the tank. And he has to hope that these players in the final minutes or so to get back in that game and give Martinique a fighting chance in this tournament.
So Goran, the number 10, is on. 37 years old, so he's a real veteran, but obviously has quality, or the coach, Marion Louis, wouldn't have inserted him at such a critical point in the game. Haiti, Pascal Million, Touria, Jeff Louis. Louis outpaces the number 4, Herrel. Million. Oh, the Martinique giving the ball away, and Shaki now has the ball. Good, quick challenge there coming in from the Martinique number 11, Lionel Ravi, one of the few players in the Martinique lineup that play their football domestically in Martinique. Haiti's number 8, Giro with a throw. Belfort commits a foul, free kick to front Martinique deep inside their own half.
Belfort is a willing runner. He works. He seems like a tireless worker and a good player to have to come in off the bench. He got a goal. He got a goal in the first game, and he's definitely giving problems to the Martinican defense.
Things not really working out here for Martinique tonight. Their passes are not finding the targets as often as they want it, and the Haitians are inspired with the 2-0 advantage they've got here, and eyeing an opportunity to get their first Caribbean Cup title since 2007. There's that shot at goal. Goran, who just came on, tries a shot at goal, tumbles over on the challenge, looks to appeal for a penalty.
I think Goran was looking for a penalty. He wasn't interested in having a goal. But it's a good saving tackle. It's a long ball serving fall. There goes Faber, and the ball goes in and left, shot to goal, and Goran gets in there. Oh, looks a little bit like
yeah, he challenged.
The defender never got the ball, actually.
Yeah, that was a good call for a penalty, I thought. Here's Faubert, though, with a corner kick for Martinique. Dangerous corner across the box, but, oh, Placide makes it look easy.
Easy in this type of weather. Very good safe hands from Placide. Can't say the same thing for Elana on the other end.
Pascal Millien, who made one of those darting runs on Wednesday night, sends the ball through, offside call. Shaki just caught behind the defense there.
I mean, with the pace of Shaki, he shouldn't be caught. He's looking along the line. I mean, it's criminal for him to be caught offside so many times on that same play.
Courier, the substitute, to Arquin. Arquin evades the challenge of Million. His pass inside, though, is a pretty poor one. Reginald Garreau gets the ball to his goalkeeper. And the Haitians are in control here. They are up by 2-0 with less than 14 minutes to play. And here's a breakaway with Jeff Louis. Doesn't get to it in time. He would have had to have the name Usain Bolt on his birth certificate to get to that ball. Here is Martinique, the veteran Goran. Arquin sends the ball through to Faubert. Faubert protects the ball well, as he usually does. Can Martinique pull a goal back now and send this game into a frenzy in the last 14 minutes? Jean-Jacques, captain and central defender for Haiti, starts the defensive recovery.
It's almost like Haiti has gone 5 at the back with the extra defender that they brought on when they made the change up front.
Martinique enjoying a lot of possession at the moment. Oh, here they give it away though. Belfort, handball. Ravi trying to keep the ball. Ghani's referee Sherwin Moore calls the play back.
Good skill again from Belfort. Since he's come on, he's shown a lot of spark. He's added a lot of spark to the Haitian team, and he's held up the ball well. He lead the line very well for his team, and he makes some very intelligent runs. He rarely ever runs offside, it seems. He curves all his runs, and he's a very intelligent player and deserved the goal that he scored, actually, because he didn't give up on the play. He kept going. When some other striker probably said to themselves, the goalkeeper will have it, but he never gave up on the ball, and credit to him.
He did have an outstanding game on Wednesday night as well in their 2-2 draw with Antigua. So Haiti poised at the moment to take sole leadership of the group of death, Group B, after both games in the group Wednesday night ended in drawn results, leaving the group just as wide open as it started. Haiti now aiming to kick on and grab control of the group. Belfort appeared to have been fouled there, but maybe because on the challenge there so much of the ball was had. No sympathy from the referee.
I think the guy came from at the side of him and nicked the ball. I think that's what the referee would have seen.
Okay. Martinique with possession.
Offside against Martinique, trying to play. Now they're playing a bit more direct. Martinique is, here we go again. It's a direct ball, definitely offside. Marginal, but he's definitely outside, and good call by the Trinidad linesman.
And big number 10, Garon, who just came on as a substitute there, as we said, he's 37 years old, plays his football for one of the local clubs in Martinique. And maybe coach Marion Louis knows what he's doing there. Not to condemn aging players, Angus, but you're 2-0 down and you need some magic. If you get a 37-year-old on there, maybe he really has some special touches.
Well, I think what happened, Lance, is that they changed what they are doing. Before, they were trying to play the ball in and get the runners from the sides. Now, you see they're going more direct, and he seems to be a player that can win headed balls and bring other people into the game. So maybe the game plan has changed in the second half.
And makes him relevant.
Yeah, makes him a lot relevant. He doesn't have to run about.
So Haiti, having taken the lead in the 52nd minute, increased that lead 11 minutes later to take a stronger hold on the game. And as the time goes now into the last 10 minutes, things becoming pretty difficult. Here is Shaki getting by his man on the flank there, rifles the shot inside, and goalkeeper Elana just makes a mess of the ball.
Looking back at it, he is lucky thing that he was on spot Belfort, because I thought the keeper would have recovered and saved that ball.
Yeah, but Belfort has to get credit for reacting so quickly, because it was his quick reaction that gave himself the opportunity to score. It was a firm shot across goal. I didn't think it posed that huge a problem for the goalkeeper. It was just one of those things where a goalkeeper has a bad moment.
Yeah, you saw he's disappointed himself. He's better than that. He has shown that tonight with a couple of tremendous saves. So it's one of those things, you know, he'll bounce back from it.
Jeff Louis. Still Louis. Louis wants to keep this ball. Still Louis. Very brave there, trying to get between two defenders. Didn't have that many players offering support up front on that play.
I think important thing in a tournament like this also, Lance, is rotation of players. Trinidad is in a good position to do so after winning the first 2 games. They're definitely moving on. And I think that you look like players like Louis, and you can see some of the legs going, some of the tricks that he was doing a little bit sharper, now getting a little bit slower, and they would have another game in the wrong. I think according to what happened to the second game, you might see them rotating a couple of the players. You see Louis on the floor again, and to give the other players a chance and save some of the legs for the semi-final rounds.
Yeah. Well, they actually have the group winners playing straight into a final and a third place playoff as well. But for some of the teams, you have a situation where that last game in the round may be pretty critical for them, because Trinidad and Tobago's coach Stephen Hart would probably want to keep rotating his players for his big game on tomorrow against the Cubans. But if they lose to Cuba, it's Cuba that will go through to the final, so he still has to be careful.
Yeah, and you saw that he's a brave coach. I think he made 7 changes.
Yeah.
But he does have a quality squad. I know the players intimately. It's an all-round squad. I think that, and most of his squads in this tournament are very strong squads, I must say. I think this is probably the tournament with the teams that has the most among the players that are playing in outside leagues, probably ever in the Caribbean Championships, which augurs well for Caribbean football and says a lot for the development of Caribbean football.
Yeah, for sure. If you look at the team rosters, this could rank as probably the best Caribbean Cup football tournament ever in the history of the championship, which started way back in 1989.
On paper, anyway.
Yeah. Good point.
And there we see Louis. And I think the coach is not going to take any chance. He's going to make a sub and get him off because he'll need him for the last game in this
on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
He has a card, and also he's now picked up a knock. I think this is his last bit of action in this game.
They'll play Jamaica on Sunday, so that will be a critical match for them as well, especially this group, which is so open. Not too sure what the substitute Harry Novillo attempted to do there. Trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard.
He would have caught me and all, because I didn't look for him from way out there trying the opportunity, but the goalkeeper was cheating. And a substitution is being made. Louis coming off. And the number 18 player is going on for Haiti.
Sonny Mustivar. Sonny Mustivar.
Doesn't sound like a Haitian name.
Belfont goes up and wins the header, but doesn't find a teammate with the play. Remy Marval at the back for Martinique. Garan.
And you see, we're talking about that sub and the more direct ball. You know, Martinique likes to play the ball out, but now with the substitutions up front, the strikers, 37 year, can't get around the park. So the ball is going to go into him in the air, and he will flick it on and hopefully get his teammates around him and get in the box as soon as possible.
Again, Belfont wins a header up there. Shaki puts the chase on, but that ball is too far ahead of him for him to make a winning challenge for it. Haiti, less than 5 minutes away from a victory here to go to the top of the group. Coming up in the second game, 8 o'clock local time, 9 o'clock Eastern Caribbean on Digicel Sports Max 2. Jamaica against Antigua and Barbuda. And it seems as if those two teams, here's Belfont breaking free. Can Haiti make it 3? Not at the moment. Still Belfont shoved off the ball there by Marval. Not the strongest of players. A wayward effort there on goal. But he has good skill Belfort.
A very rangy player is Belfort, but definitely saw the strength level of his game is not there, and he was really rushed off the game. I think he needs to make the runs. Once he make the runs and get the ball in behind and stuff like that, he's a very dangerous player. He's not a post-up type striker per se. He's more of a running striker, and has the ball to his feet or in the space, he'll be very dangerous, but not when he's post-up against players.
Haiti. Wow, Shaki breaks free. He's all alone on the flank. Cutting inside, does well with the plain side, and the shot on goal by Belfort has no power on it. Makes it really easy for Ilana.
But again, Shaki and Belfort linking up brilliantly on the flank. Shaki then using his pace and powers. We saw in the goal where he set it up for Belfort. And I thought that Belfort contact in this play. Here we go again. Shaki, that pace turns inside and plays a very intelligent ball. And Belfort is upset with himself, didn't get enough on it. But good play by Shaki, good composure. Composure he didn't show in the first half. And now he's showing the real player that he is in the second half of this game.
I think Belfort was a little bit wrong-footed as he approached the ball there and just didn't get the...
I actually thought he should have gone with his left foot.
He could
because
have.
it would have been coming across his body and it would have been more natural for him to go, but probably don't have the confidence in his left foot as a right footer. So probably something that Belfort can work on in training so that it get him, to be maybe a more all-round striker.
Haiti, 2.5 minutes away in normal time from a well-earned victory. They have looked a very purposeful side in the second half. The first half was a bit tame from both teams showing a lot of respect for each other. But Haiti came out with a lot of purpose in the second half and got goals in the 52nd and 63rd. Pascal Millian, who loves to make those long, mazy dribbles from his half of the field.
Extremely good play from him. He was looking for a foul. He was looking to kill time. He was looking to run time off the clock, so he just kept running down in the corner. And the defender obliged by nicking him from behind.
So Haiti on the verge of collecting 3 points from this tough fixture against Martinique. Touria. Garot. Still Garant, wasting time over on the flank there with the ball. Gives the ball away eventually. A bit carelessly too. And Martinique in real trouble here now. Garant protects the ball. His forcing pass through though doesn't get to the target. And the Haitians are building up a promising play again here through Millian. Loses the ball though to Marival. Marval's long play upfield. Faubert's pass is messed up here by the Haitian defender, but he recovers well enough to reclaim possession of the ball.
And Faubert has been taken out of the game totally. We probably haven't mentioned his name twice in the last 15 minutes of the game, and that's because Haiti have done an excellent job of ball possession. They've kept the ball well, they've moved the ball, and when the Martinican players do get it, they crowd them and they win the ball. You see them make defensive changes. They learned from the first game when they leading 2-0 and lost the game, and they have rectified those problems.
Shaki to Belfort. Can this be 3? Oh. Yes, it is. Haiti sealing this Group B match in style. Belfort completes a double.
And there we go again, that combination between Belfort and Shaki. What a player to have coming off the bench. I think Belfort probably could start on 3 or 4 of the other teams in this tournament. And here he is coming off the bench just to tell you and magnify the power or the depth in squad. And here he goes again, Shaki. What a great ball.
That's a beautiful delivery from Shaki.
And he went left foot. As we spoke earlier, he should have gone left foot with the first one. And here he learned from his mistake. And that's a player who is developing all the time, who made a mistake in the first instance and 5 minutes ago, and now in the 5 minutes after correcting it.
Yeah. And, you know, the Americans like to talk about assists in soccer. I guess then from that standpoint, Shaki would be making the headlines in an American report reviewing this match as he assisted on 2 of those goals.
Any good coach will also assess him that way. because the runs that he has been made, and if he can hold his run, as you see, if he can hold his run a couple of times in the first half, about 4 to 5 on 5 occasions, he's running a bit too early and getting in an offside position. But when he holds his run, that is what is the result of it.
Okay, so Martinique then sinking to a very heavy loss here. 3 minutes of time added on for stoppages. Yellow card there to, I think, Harry Navilo. And no coming back now for the Martinicans. And this has been a very disappointing outing for them. I don't think this was an easy result to predict.
And the good thing about this for Haiti, goal difference.
Yes.
They have 3 goals for and none against. And so the pressure is definitely on the both teams in the second half.
They conceded 2 goals on Wednesday night against Antigua and Barbuda. But they 3 none against in this match.
In this match, I mean, yeah. In this match, scoring the 3 goals and not getting a goal against will help their goal difference and put the other 2 teams in the group now knowing that they have to win by a couple goals.
Right, because their goal difference at the moment is +3, which is good for them.
Yeah.
The final whistle isn't far away. Martinique maybe with one final flurry towards goal here to probably reduce the embarrassment of this result. It was very, very hard to envisage Martinique losing this game by 3-0. There goes Million again. Sets the ball back. And Martinique just now waiting for the final whistle. No coming back for them now. And there goes referees. Whistle. Sherwin Moore calls an end to this one, and Martinique are beaten heavily here by 3-0. A double strike from the super sub, Kervins Belfort. There he is, number 9, goals in the 63rd and 91st minutes, adding to the Wilde Guerrilla strike in the 52nd. Martinique starting off the second half here. There were no goals in the first half, so both teams came out in the second half looking for goals. And Jeff Louis making an attempt there on goal. And here comes the first goal with Wilde Guerrilla. Brilliant strike. He took it down wonderfully with the left foot, finished expertly with the right, and that gave Haiti the 1-0 lead and the momentum to take full control of this match. Here's the second goal coming up now with Shaki firing across goal. Bad bit of goalkeeping there by Steve Elana. The ball slips right through his legs. Belfort right on spot to knock the ball home powerfully and giving them the 2-0 lead. Belfort wasn't finished yet. There were more goals to come. Martinique tried to pull something back. An offside call there against the number 5, Jean-Sylvain Baban. And Martinique's goal there disallowed. Another attempt here on goal for Martinique. And Garon claiming a penalty there for the challenge on him. But here comes Shaki now and knocks the ball inside. A chance there for Belfort to score his second of the night. It didn't come then. It would have come later because his effort there wasn't strong enough. And Elana did well there. But here comes the third goal. Belfort coming on the end of a beautiful pass from Emmanuel Shaki and finishes well with a left foot, strong, firm, low. And goalkeeper Elana beaten for the 3rd time on the night. And the super sub